Hi, Tong! I have a few minutes before I have to go do my next thing. So I want to take some time and show you how surprisingly, like, no joke, I was really shocked, like surprised at how easy it was to get hand tracking working in the Rift. It's way easier than I expected it to be, especially given that it's, well, this isn't the Rift, this is the Quest, but given that it's an Oculus and things have been problematic in the past, I was really surprised at how easy it was to get this going. It was surprisingly easy. Anyway, let me shrink my video down. Zoop. Okay, so this is the sample environment that I went through with you and the other senior project students in the senior project tips video. So you should have probably all of this mocked up already. But if you open the OVR camera rig, open the tracking space, and then you got your left and right hand anchors. Remember, we added a controller object to the right hand. This was for Parker's project, so we don't need that here. So this is just the empty one that you probably have. Just like we added a prefab to the controller anchor to get a model of a controller, there's a hand anchor, or a hand prefab that we can add to the right hand anchor and the left hand anchor to get hand tracking in the virtual world. Like, super easy. So if we go down here to your assets, open up Oculus, VR, prefabs, and they've got these guys, but don't use these. Use this. OVR hand prefab. You just take it and you drag it onto the hand anchor, not the controller anchor, the hand anchor. And it adds the prefab. Select it and go over to the inspector over here and make sure you have the right hand, the correct hand selected. And you gotta do this in 3 different places, which is more in tune with what I would expect out of one of these APIs, having to set the same thing over and over again. So skeleton type, switch it to right hand. Hand type, right hand. Mesh type, right hand. And then over here, go to the left hand anchor and add prefab to it. And it's already set up for the left hand. And that's it. That's the whole kit and caboodle right there. Let me demonstrate it for you so you can see it. I'm gonna have to make sure we're in Oculus Link mode. So let's do that real quick. Okay, enable Oculus Link. So now it's operating in tethered mode. And let's preview it and see what we get. Okay, so there's our virtual world. There's our geometry. And if I hold my hand out, look, the tracking is astonishingly bad. There's something about my headset pointing at my monitors that makes the tracking worse. And that is really curious. So like if I do it out here, it's still not quite as stable. I wonder if I'm getting interference from something. Oh, look at that. Rock solid. And yeah. So I don't know if you can see that on the camera video anymore. I can't see my real world camera anymore. But yeah, that's all it took to get hand tracking working. There we go. It's all nice and stable now. Well, sort of. Is there something about my right hand that's just weird? Because it's not wanting to track it as well as that left hand. But yeah. Yeah, it's surprisingly easy to get hand tracking working in the Quest. Yeah. So, yeah, do that. Oh, and while I've got you here, let me just show you, like, if I take... My desk is a mess right now, sorry. If I take the Quest and I get my cables untangled, and I just set it down here, right now it's looking up towards me. Look, hands. It sees my hands. Look at that. So we could hypothetically use this whole thing as a tracking system. We can use our controllers to point at stuff when we need to, but we can also utilize the hand tracking. And really, it might be even cooler, and since it's this easy, it might even be just as easy to use the hand tracking to manipulate the objects in the video feed. Who knows? I haven't gone quite far enough in yet to look at individual like gesture recognition. I dove into that a little bit a while back, and it looks like it's going to be pretty easy to do. But yeah, go start looking at that as well. But even just like this, even if you're not tracking gestures, if you can put a virtual object in the world and still be able to bat it around and move it, with your hands, that's going to be pretty valuable. But yeah, check it out. Give it a shot and let me know what you come up with. And yeah, if you got any questions, let me know. I don't know if I can answer them. I'm sure I can help you find the answer. But yeah, catch you tomorrow actually in our group meeting. Later, dude.